Today we look at Chicago the Musical, its impact on the community, and the toll it takes on the actors.
Then we'll take a peek at how dancers prepare for performances throughout the holiday season.
After that, we'll cover the Career Fair and its impact on students at New Tech.
All that and more on Torch TV.
Have X in preview, roll it, and take it.
Having a voice of students is unique, and in learning the power behind it is special. Onward, forward.
Marley Ochs, and I'm joined today by Cambree Martinez. How you doing, Cambree?
I'm doing good. You hear about the North versus East basketball game?
No.
We won by like 1 point. It
For
was
real?
so crazy. It was so good.
Let's get right into today's top story.
The East Drama Department's yearly musical is always one of the largest events in the Columbus community. The show is made possible by countless people committing a huge amount of time and effort towards its production.
Behind the glitz and glamour of Chicago, a hidden story is revealed, emphasizing the importance of Chicago and other shows like it.
That's what the whole show is about, is like what is right and wrong in the world, and like what people say might not always be true.
It's always fun for me to be someone I'm not on stage, just because it's a new perspective on life and things like that. But it's fun to learn how to do something. So learning how to be this character and what they like, what they don't like, what they're about is just a really fun experience in general.
And so I think it's really important that people in middle school, elementary, and high school levels are getting interested in theater programs and being a part of them, because they're never going to see those kinds of stories if they aren't a part of it.
A lot of time goes into making a production like Chicago. That amount of time and effort takes its toll on those involved.
For some people, they may have to cut out some activities. It's a really big commitment, and you really have to be there consistently if you want to be a part of it.
We're here from 3:30 to 5:30, and then Tech Week we're here until like 9. But yeah, we spend a lot of time in the theater area. I probably say I would spend more time there than in my own bedroom.
It's not impossible for anyone, but there is definitely a cost. You're sacrificing a lot of your time to take on a production like this.
If making Chicago takes this much effort, it begs the question, what makes it all worth it?
The best feeling is when you say a line and they clap or they laugh. When I like deliver a line like that, in my head, I'm just like, yes, like they got it.
Having successfully executing it and having that reaction afterwards is just like a fantastic feeling.
The number one reason that I do what I do with entertainment is that I want to make people smile. So when I see them smiling, I'm like, okay, I've done what I wanted to do. I've made people happy. I've made the world just that much better. It's always a fun experience to just look at them and know that you've done something right.
This show was a massive success thanks to the hard work of everyone involved, bringing countless smiles and laughs to the Columbus community.
It's almost Christmas time, and for dancers, this is a very important season, as there are many performances surrounding the holidays. Dancer Studio Inc. trains their students to become any kind of dancer they want to be, and some of them wear Pointe shoes. Yes, it's a way to show off their talent, but what does it really take to wear them?
If you've ever seen a ballerina, you'd see them wearing Pointe shoes. Every dancer's feet are different, so each dancer has to customize the shoes to their feet.
When you get your Pointe shoes, they're just like a brick. And it all depends on your feet. So a lot of people think there's wood in it, but there's actually not. And so when you get them, you have to sew your ribbons and elastics on, and then you start dancing in them. But the glue wears down as you wear them and wear them.
So my feet are really strong, right? So like if my shoes don't agree with my foot, because my old ones, I would go through like 4 pairs because they didn't break in the right spot on my arch. But the ones that I have now, they're a lot softer, but they're more like conform to my foot. I think I've only gone through 2 pairs and then I'm getting another one before the show, so 3.
Some dancers go through pointe shoes within a week. Others take months.
I have like pretty like flexible and like strong feet. I just go through pointe shoes really quickly and that's really annoying and expensive.
Pointe shoes are very challenging to dance in, but every ballerina makes it look easy.
Now let's head on over to Eden Knight with this week's weather.
Thanks, Marley. It's going to be a cold one this week, with today's high only reaching 37 degrees and getting as cold as 18 degrees. Also, keeping with the chilly trend, tomorrow will be sunny with a high near 41 and a low around 24. Thursday finally warms up a bit with a high near 46 and a low around 30. I know we're all hoping for a white Christmas, and looking way ahead, there's definitely a chance, with temperatures around 35 degrees. That's all for weather. Back to you, Marley.
Thanks, Eden. About 3 weeks ago, CSA New Tech held its annual Career Fair. The fair is a great way to help students find a path for their future. Staff and students at the school always find the career fair influential and helpful each year.
I think the career fair is important just so the kids can connect real people with possible careers. Just from what should I study, or if I have a passion, how do I prepare myself for a career? What should I do next? What should I major in, or should I go to trade? Just a lot of really great questions were answered by not teachers, but people who are really doing it.
The career fair is a great way to find your future job or potential internships. It also gives students a way to explore different careers and talk to professionals who are already informed in the job.
The advice I would give to students trying to figure out their passion after high school is to start finding a passion. Get towards it. Don't just be a viewer of social media and a viewer of things. You don't have to know all of the answers, but you need to have some sort of a path. You're always moving in a direction.
I have found a lot of people willing to give career advice, willing to be career mentors.
So I feel like it's definitely got me like thinking about what I want to do in the future because of seeing all of their like what they've accomplished and everything with their jobs. So there's definitely a couple that I'm like thinking about right now.
Up on Torch TV, we check out a mixed martial arts gym here in Columbus.
After that, we dive into the story of the Nutcracker, performed by a local dance studio.
All that and more after the break.
I'm late.
Talking to you about stress. Stress is defined as a state of having mental tension or worry that is caused by a difficult situation. This tension can be physical, emotional, or psychological. Stress is not an unusual thing and is something all people experience.
Normal stress is when your body releases hormones such as adrenaline to cause a physical response. This response helps you deal with stress.
When this stress becomes unhealthy, it is constant and can cause long-term problems. You can recognize your stress as unhealthy when your body reacts with difficulty breathing, panic attacks, blurred eyesight, chest pains, problem sleeping, fatigue, muscle aches, and heartburn.
To prevent stress, some activities you can do include meditation, deep breathing, going for a walk, yoga, exercise, or hanging out with your friends.
If you ever need help managing your stress, you can always talk to a school counselor or your doctor. Speak to a counselor over the phone. You can call 866-211-9966 or 211 in Indiana. Other great resources are family members, friends, trusted adults, and loved ones.
Many people feel increased stress during their junior and senior year of high school, so check in on your friends and know that it is okay to ask for help.
Stay healthy, O's.
The community of Columbus is no stranger to martial arts, with successful gyms training people in boxing, karate, and jiu-jitsu already prominent in the community. Each of these martial arts helps people to develop confidence and self-defense skills, but until now, there has never been a gym combining all of them. That is until Rose's MMA opened a few months ago.
I really enjoy the fighting aspect of it. I really enjoy combat and competition in all senses. But protecting yourself is always nice, and knowing how to protect yourself, I think, is very important.
I noticed that Columbus had different martial arts gyms like karate, boxing, and jiu-jitsu, but there really wasn't a mixed martial arts gym. So I thought it would be a nice place to fit in here because there's obviously an interest in martial arts in this community, but there wasn't quite mixed martial arts. So I thought it'd be an interesting thing. And I've also been really interested in mixed martial arts myself. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to find some people in this bigger city, and hopefully we can raise one of them to be a champion in a big promotion.
With so many fun festivities during the holiday season, seeing the Nutcracker Ballet is surely a tradition for many. Ben Likens has more on the story.
Thanks, Cambree. So many professional ballet companies like New York City Ballet, American Ballet Theater, and the Royal Ballet perform the Nutcracker in December. But having a local performance in Columbus is much more meaningful to the community. With a special collaboration, this year's show was one of the best yet.
Earlier this month, a local dance studio put on a production of the Nutcracker. Luckily, we were able to see what this performance really means to the dancers.
Just the excitement, and once you finally get in the theater and you realize you worked so hard like for the past 3 months and it's finally here.
I think just like getting like backstage and like getting ready with everybody. I always think that's like such a fun experience, and like bonding before and after the show. I just feel like that's like such a special moment.
I have always loved being around people and being able to share my talents with others. Something about being on stage in the Nutcracker. I have never had another experience like it. It is like my favorite thing to do in the entire world.
The Nutcracker is a twisted storyline with many surprises, along with hundreds of costumes and over 100 dancers. Rehearsing for the same performance can take a lot of hard work.
We've been rehearsing since end of August, beginning of September, and then it really ramped up with extra rehearsals in mid-October. Yeah, so this is the first time any of us have ever performed with live music. It was really special, and it all kind of fit into place perfectly. It was really cool, and it was actually very easy to dance with.
Every year, the seats at Columbus North High School are filled, all to see these beautiful dancers share their talents.
I do think that it's really cool to go around in the community when we do shows, and people would come up and they'd talk to me and they'd be like, we really, really liked the show. And I just love to inspire the new generation.
I just think it's such a perfect tradition for Christmas time, and it's just so special that we just all come together because we just love to dance.
With over 30 years of successful shows, you'll want to be there for the next one.
This year's collaboration between Dancers Studio and the Columbus, Indiana Philharmonic brought in over 700 guests on Saturday night and a sold-out show on Sunday afternoon. They had an incredible weekend and shared a great performance for the holiday season.
Thanks, Ben. Now let's head over to Girum Linnemann with the East-North winter recap.
Thanks, Marley. Last week was rivalry week here at East, and the Olympians came to play. On Tuesday, the H2 Olympians went 1-1 against the Bullfrogs, and the boys came out with a dominant victory. Captain Judah Nickel was able to set a personal best in the 100 backstroke en route, winning the event. On Wednesday, your #1 ranked Olympians destroyed the team across town, winning 50-16. On Thursday, the girls' Olympian basketball team pulled out a thrilling overtime victory with a score of 43-38. The new transfer, Madeline Poe, put on a scoring clinic, pacing the Olympians with 16 points. Friday night, boys basketball had a close game against North. O's up, 7.8 seconds to go. Jack Fishvote, who had a game high of 18 on the night, steps up to the line. Ball rolls off the rim and is rebounded by North's Caleb Ferguson. Ferguson brings up the ball, finds his brother Ben Ferguson, who has the shot to win, but it doesn't go in, and the O's hang on to a 46-45 victory over North. Great way to end up rivalry week is the Olympians win 5 of the 6 contests against the team across town. Boys swimming, boys and girls wrestling, and both boys and girls basketball come home with the victories. Great job, O's, and congratulations. That's all for sports. Marley, Cambree, back to you.
Thanks, Girum. Be sure to follow East Media on our socials to see what we're up to next. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. From myself, Eden, Girum, Ben, and the rest of the Torch TV crew, thanks for watching.
Remember to take care of yourself, others, and the place, and as always, try to be the best part of someone's day.